How truly willing are you to spread the gospel? So I've been at the gym, and one thing that God has been leading me to do more often is to actually invite people to my church, and that's not something I do. When I'm at the gym, I don't talk to people, I don't communicate, I don't do none of that because I like to get in and get out. But recently, God led me to go speak to someone who I already had kind of a previous interaction with that I didn't really care for. Again, I wanted to be obedient. Now, the reason why I didn't really care for him too much was because the last time I spoke to him, it was just, well, the first time I spoke to him, actually, it was just, you could tell he wanted to go in more of a romantic direction, and I wasn't into that. I was just trying to be friendly. Either way, I had to push myself aside and be obedient because I felt like God was truly tugging on me to get to him. So I finally go up to him one day and I asked him if he heard of my church and if he wanted to go. We had previous conversations about his faith and whether or not he even was a believer, and he expressed that he was. He even was like, "You don't see the tattoo?" You know how dudes be. Anyways, so after I ended up inviting him, he ended up going the following Sunday, but it wasn't my main pastor, so I was a little bit bummed out that it wasn't my main pastor. But it turned out that the pastor that was speaking was somebody he grew up with, and he had no idea that this person would be speaking at the church. So it really was confirmation that God was really trying to get to this man, right? Mind you, he didn't tell me all this until the following week after he went to the second service, I believe. He ended up also telling me that someone else actually invited him to the exact same church a few days after I did. So it was very clear and evident that God was truly trying to reach this man. So this goes back to the question I asked at the beginning of the video. How willing are you to spread the gospel? Because you have no clue when God is going to call you and ask you to go up to someone and invite them, whether to the church or for prayer or whatever, and you have to be obedient so that he can reach that person.